Hi, I'm Ryan, and today I'm going to show you or your students how to copy a Google site. So I've been playing around with Google Sites, and there are some activities that you try to do in Google Slides that would work a lot better in Google Sites. The problem is if you wanted to save a template with your students on getting them started with a Google site, Google doesn't have a way to do that. But I found one workaround. Let me show you all the ways that I tried to share a Google site and then figured out one way that did work. I can go to my Google Drive and I created a sample book report site. So instead of writing a boring old paper for a book report or doing a Google Slides, they could create a website with their book report. So I've got my book report and I set it up with the various pages that I wanted them to be able to write into. Now, how do we share this? We try to use the sharing with others. That just lets them edit this site and not their own. So if you shared this with your class, all 30 of them would be editing the same site, which doesn't quite work. And see, there's no way to do publish viewer. Yeah, there's just no way to do it from the share settings. So then I thought, okay, well that doesn't work. When you're in your Google Drive, that shows up as a file. There it is, my great book report. So let's say, okay, let me share it this way. No, it's the exact same sharing as my other one. I can't share it where they can copy it. There's just no way to do it. Another way to try copying the Google Sites for each student is to use Classroom, but yet again, Google does not allow you to do that. I can go in to a class and create a new assignment and add my Google site to it, but the only options are view the file or edit the file. There is no make a copy for each student like it lets you do for Google Documents. So here's a Google Doc, and I can make a copy for each student. Google Sites does not let you do that. So then I thought, well, how can I do it? And I came across the way that does. The idea is to put that file, my great book report, my template site, into a folder that the students only have read-only access to. So I can create a folder and I can say shared site Google. There's my shared Google Sites template, and I want to put now this folder here, and I named it that way because I can use this throughout the year and I can put other templates in there and I don't have to go through this whole process. I just dump the Google site into here. Now we want to share this with our students copy only, and easiest way to do this is down here with get link, and if you do change, I want them only to be a viewer. I don't want them to have these other options. Let's go back and do that. So we're doing this on the folder itself, not on the files inside that folder. So if I do the share and under get link, share as viewer, and then I can copy this link. Now I can share that copied link with my students, and what they get they can see what's in there, but they only have read-only access. So if they double click on it, it'll just give them, they can view it. They can't do anything else to it. They can't edit it. But we don't want them to just be able to view it. So if they just double click on it, it's not going to help them much because they can't do anything. If they right click on it or single click and use the three-dot menu, there is a make a copy option. So I'm a student, I want to make a copy of that, and I did that by clicking on that, and now it's creating a copy of my Great Book Report. And back in my drive, there is a copy of my Great Book Report. Now this copy I own, I can edit, I can do whatever I want to this because it is mine. Now, to let the teacher see it or the other students, I would have to do the share with others because by default, they can't see it. So there is a couple of hoops. It's not as easy as assigning a document in Google Classroom, but it works really well. So we'll do that one more time just to see what it looks. So here's the teacher. The teacher shares the folder. Read only, viewer, not commenter or editor. Copy that link. And then we distribute that link through something like Google Classroom. And the students then would go to that link, which is a link to the folder. So if I have multiple Google sites in there, they would see them all. Click on the Google site that they want a copy of, use the three-dot menu and make a copy. Or they can right-click on it and make a copy, whichever way works best. So that's it for this week. Hopefully this will be of use for you to make a copy of your Google Sites. Be sure to like this video and check out my website over at educate.me. Stay classy.